of the things I saw when I got my first demo of Aviso was it's a platform, right? It's not a point product. And in most companies, what I'm seeing today, just in talking to my peers, is, your CFO doesn't want you to have, 10 products per person or something. They really want to minimize the footprint, right? So they don't like that. It's not good for optics. It's not good for cost. And it's not good for the number of integrations you have to do. So having a platform like Aviso that does conversational intelligence, it does activity mapping, it does engagement with customers, it does the AI-based forecasting and next best step. That's 3 or 4 platforms separately, point products, all brought into one platform. So that's one of the key value adds I see about Aviso, is having that platform, a single integration with a ton of functionality that could replace other point products that companies have. And I think one of the things, one of your selling benefits, is that you can help reduce the cost of the CRM, because a lot of the reporting that people need, they're only getting a CRM license for reporting, right? They're not actually using it for opportunity management, but they could get the same reporting through Aviso, so they don't need to have that possibly more expensive CRM license. So there's a ton of benefits of having a platform. And then talking about the functionality, we talked about conversational intelligence, but just seeing what you all do with the forecasting and how you can so quickly get to an accurate forecast. I think once implementation happens, it's a matter of weeks before you can get to 98% accuracy. And there's a belief in the industry that, oh, well, I've got to go clean up all my data. I've got to have so much history before I can get one of these tools and make it effective. But with Aviso, you don't need, yes, it's great to have the history, but you can still get to forecast accuracy much more quickly without the history. And also, you don't necessarily have to go and clean up your data, which is a very time-consuming, expensive, and lengthy process. So that's something else that I think is unique about Aviso, because many platforms, you do have to go do all that cleanup and maybe get, 4 quarters of history. So you're pushing out the time frame when you can get to this forecast accuracy. So that's really key. And the next best action, who doesn't want that? Salespeople, they don't really want to have to think about that, right? They want to think about, here's the deal, let me build a relationship and let me work with the customer to show them value so they'll buy my product. If I have to think about all this other, it's not exactly administrative, but not that they don't want deal strategy, but it just gives them a faster path to say, hey, here's what I should do. And one more thing, where should I spend my time? Let's say I have it's a $200,000 deal, right? Do I spend more time because that's my biggest deal? Or is that really going to happen because I've done most of the work, and maybe I should spend time on a $100,000 deal that's not quite as well baked? Aviso can help you prioritize where to spend your time. And salespeople are busy, so they need to know where to focus versus, I'm just going to have 10 more meetings with this $200,000 account that doesn't need it, versus 5 more meetings with a $100,000 deal. Add-ons and expansion before you even close are great. Or, you're doing a renewal type of deal or a second deal with an install-based customer. It's great to have those insights.